Penny's coat on? Penny's coat on. Okay.
It seems like it's been days since we've had a camera in our face. And I guess that's because it has been days since we've had a camera in our face. My sister-in-law, Courtney's sister, and her boyfriend were here for a couple days. We were just doing stuff with them, like going to a ball game and this strawberry fest. That was kind of weak, but we did it anyway. I guess it was worth doing. Do you think it was worth doing, Strawberry Fest?
It was worth doing. It just wasn't what we expected, that's all.
It's not, they weren't exactly local strawberries. There were strawberries from California.
Yeah, but there was a lot of strawberry products, including strawberry gluten-free bread, which I
Yes, those were good. Those options.
We did a lot of brunch and food. It was restaurant week, and we ate ice cream. We'll put some, I think Steve's putting some photos up of some of the stuff we did with them. But we didn't bring the camera because we don't always do that when family's around, because we just want to enjoy time with them. But now we're leaving.
Wow. That is insanely huge. But that is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, that's huge. I don't think I've seen a fifth wheel that long. A spacecraft? Whoo, baby. Whoo, baby, that was huge.
I can see it. So we're heading to another small campground, not too far from here, short driving day. We're actually gonna visit a couple other RVers that we met in Tucson last year, but they're from here, so we're gonna hang out with them for a couple days. Again, I don't know how much we're gonna film. It's very important to us that the people we hang out with don't feel like they have to be on camera, because we're there to hang out with them, and they're not necessarily there to hang out with you guys as much as we love you guys. So, so we'll see how much we film. But after that, we are heading to Kalamazoo for a week, and there will be lots of filming then. We promise.
Lots of stuff. Lots of
This campground, because this campground looks like it might be.
That's right.
Pretty cool.
That's right. What do you think, Penny? You want to go? You want to leave? Yeah. Okay, good. This campground worked out pretty well for the last couple days. It didn't exactly have the campground feel to it because it's mainly just a big grassy area with spots, but we had hookups, we had water, so that stuff was good. But we're going to a more traditional campground now, and I'm looking forward to getting back into that environment. There you go. Good girls. Good girls. We're waiting to check in here at Apple Creek Campground, and this is really cool. It's like this little section of, well, campground that's carved out amongst all these trees. It sets back a little bit from the road, so I think it's going to be pretty quiet here, and it definitely has more of that campground feel.
We're gonna follow her back.
That they're taking you directly to your site.
She's very sweet. She saw us pull in, and we're a little bit early for check-in, so she came running over to help.
Boom. All right, let's do it. This is definitely an interesting campground. It feels like there's a lot of long-termers here, but in a good way. Sometimes long-term campgrounds, you get a lot of just junk and things, just trash and stuff piled everywhere. But this is a very, I don't know, much more maintained campground for that kind of thing. It's a little weird because look at this. This is where our hookups are. Water is over there, power's here, and our rig is on this side. So luckily we have a power cord that's long enough to actually reach. So I think what we're gonna do is just attach the water to the freshwater fill and just live off of that, fill up before we leave, and not worry about stretching it to the other side, because quite frankly, it's not gonna be all that necessary for us. We could live off of our freshwater easily enough because we're only here for about 2 days, and we need to fill that up anyway, so it kind of works out. And one thing I like doing before I actually hook up the water is test it, make sure the water actually works, because I don't want to go through the rigmarole of hooking up my hose if this thing doesn't work anyway. So always test it first, then hook up, we're good to go. Looking good. Enlisting the help of my beautiful assistant. Boom. We've been hooked up to city water for a while now, so I don't know how true this is, but I'm assuming it's probably good to use the water pump every now and then anyway, so we'll do it here. Have I mentioned lately how much I love this front-mounted bike rack? It took literally 15 seconds, both bikes off, secured. And we could be good to go, but we're not going anywhere for a while. All right, have our rug out, have our phone home antenna going. How's the internet?
You're gonna have to actually play with it to figure it out, but I directed it the best we could. Internet's not good here, but I think we'll have some.
Uh-oh, all right. I just mentioned how much we love our front-mounted bike rack, but have we also mentioned how we love our WeBoost? We're getting 13 down and 7 up after a very discouraging internet test before the booster. Like I said, it's not always, well, I didn't say that in this video. Like I've said in previous videos, the booster is not always going to help you in every situation, but a lot of times it does, and this is one of those situations, so I'm happy with that.
We only have 1 or 2 bars, but it's still good speed for 1 or 2 bars, so.
Mm-hmm. I just told our beautiful audience that this campground feels more like a campground than the last place we were at.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. We're like back in the trees, it's super quiet.
I know, this is, for the exception of the hookups, there's no sewer. This is more like camping.
And because we're staying 3 nights, we're getting 1 night free.
Oh.
So we paid $70 for 3 nights here.
Wow, that's the cheapest yet.
Yeah.
Out east, I think, right?
That's really cheap.
For 30 amp and water. Yeah. All right. As you can see, when it rains here, this campground probably has a bit of a problem with mud. And it rained yesterday. But it can accommodate, as I usually say with campgrounds that we're staying in, all different sizes from our 30 to something small like that guy right there. He looks like maybe a 25, but a 42-foot Class A could easily fit down here. $1.75. $1.75 for a wash? Uh-oh, what's she doing?
I think $1.50 for a dry.
Alright, getting the lay of the land. So remember when I said that there's some long-termers here, but in a good way? I mean, this is, look at this. This is amazing. I don't think I've seen a front yard. There's some pavers there and swings. This is really cool. Same thing with this guy here. Got that wooden swing back there. Oh man, that's super cool. Looks like we have a volleyball court and a pool behind it, right by the clubhouse office thing. There's another nice deck for this guy. So we're thinking some of these might be seasonal rather than like all year. So you might pay for the site and then just come back on the weekends if you happen to live in the area. And it's like you have a little vacation cabin. Isn't that right?
Makes sense. Live in Detroit or something. It's only a hour and a half away. You can come back every weekend. I think it'd be fun. It's like your little vacation house. That's cool.
All right, we're going for our evening walk, as we usually do. Some dude with a tractor came and put some dirt on some of the wet areas of the road.
Yeah.
So they're trying to maintain it at least.
Yeah, it's been really wet here. They've had, the woman who checked us in said that it's just been a lot of rain and they've had some issues. But unfortunately that meant for a little bit louder happy hour, but we understand they want to maintain their roads. So.
Yep. Okay, ladies and gents, I honestly, as usual, don't know what's going to happen because we're here to visit some people we know, so we're not sure what we're going to film, and I don't know. But in a couple days we're going to Kalamazoo, and oh, the camera's going to be on the whole time, or so I would imagine. Because Kalamazoo, get this, there's breweries in Kalamazoo, and get this, we happen to like going to breweries. You didn't know that, did you?
And after Kalamazoo,
we do. After Kalamazoo, after Grand Haven, we're going the beach. We're going to the beach, and then we're going to stay at the beach for a while on our way up to the UP. Oh, Michigan is. The mud. I've been looking forward to the UP all year. We're finally here. Well, almost here.
We're in Michigan.
We're whoa, almost fell on my butt. At least the camera was rolling, so if that did happen, it would all be on camera.
It's all for them. He hasn't actually had very much to drink tonight, as much as you may think otherwise, I promise.
I'll leave you with something pretty. Smile.
Aw, that was sweet.
See what I did? See what I did there? I get points for that.